Hi guys, yes, I've just seen the Netflix smash hit I Will Find You, based off a popular book, and Sam Worthington stars it. And yeah, man, it was a great show. Um, he stands out. He's a great lead, great plot, great supporting cast. It's an all-star cast, by the way. You don't like literally 99% of this cast who's in it. If you ever watched like TV for the last like 20 years, you know exactly who's in this show. Let's just get into a little bit of plot. To like, share, subscribe, you know what to do. But I'll find you something that you typically enjoy. You like it. If you're into thrillers, into suspense, into twists and turns, this show has a ton of twists and turns. So it's about David Burrows, some of this character. He's been in prison for like 5 years now for the death of his son. Apparently he killed his son. That's what people said, with a baseball bat, beat him to death, disfigured his face. And then he's been in prison for that. But a girl called Rachel, his ex-sister-in-law, because his wife divorced him because of obviously the charges. His wife is Erin Richards, by the way. Gotham. Anyone seen the show Gotham? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah. His ex-sister, so Britt Lower plays Rachel Mills. And with no Severance, you know, talk about as well, as I said before, all-star cast. So she has a picture of his son in the background of a picture that she's had with her family. So she goes to prison and says, your son might be alive. And then that obviously that kind of pushes his, you know what I'm saying, his will to escape and find out where his son's been staying or who's taken him. Because apparently he went to sleep one night. Apparently people said he had night terrors and killed his son, but he lost it. He was sleepwalking, apparently. That's what they said, how he killed his son. So then this show just kind of descends into chaos, into suspense, into paranoia. Who can you trust? Who can't you trust? So we run into like a ton of characters throughout the season. We got Milo Ventimiglia. I call him Rocky's son, or people portrayed from Heroes. The perfect TV show, season 1 of all time. Heroes. Anything past season 1, it doesn't exist. But yeah, So she, Rachel, she follows David around for like the majority of the show, and she helps him obviously solve this this crime that's occurred. And Logan Browning, she pops up in the show. She's like an FBI agent, working under her dad, in this show, who's Chai McBride, great actor by the way, who's Max. His dad's called Max. So he's in here. Him and his daughter's in here. She's trying to arrest David after he escapes. Gets help from the warden and his son, who's his son is Jonathan Tucker. Great actor, by the way. Great actor. Everyone knows about Jonathan Tucker. This guy lit. One of the best actors in the world. So yeah, Jonathan Tucker, he's obviously plays a pivot role in this show as well, because he's working with like a guy called Nicky. What's his name? What's his name? Nicky Fisher, who's played by Clancy Brown. Nicky Fisher is supposed to be this mob boss. So this is like a key plot point of the show as well. He's to play this mob boss who, his son's supposed to have died in prison after David Burrows, his dad, arrested his son, and that's why he died in prison. He blames his dad. So obviously people assume that Nicky Fisher took David Burrows' son, but he did not, as you see throughout the show. And then kind of Clancy Brown's character kind of says, hey, you need to look a bit deeper. Who has actual beef with these people who actually potentially took his son? It wasn't me, so he never had the kid the whole time. It wasn't him. They were tracking him down throughout halfway through the show. And then he kind of assuming that it's the wife, something tied to the wife. Partially that was the case because she couldn't have the kids before because they had the son. She couldn't have the kid before. Apparently, she went behind David's back and tried to get like artificial insemination. Tried to get that done. But she runs into David, and then she tells David that she didn't actually get it done. She already had the kid beforehand. So David is not David. So her son is actually his son. So it's not like another donor. David is actually the dad. But we realize that Hayden, Milo's character, Hayden, has been growing up David's son for 5 years now, because his mother, Madeline Stowe, plays Gertrude, his mum, is some high, super rich tycoon, has lied to Hayden that David's son was his son, because he obviously had a plan to give Rachel a kid through nefarious means, as you see throughout the show, through this doctor. And it never actually happened. So the mum lied to Hayden and said that it was his son. It really wasn't. So he did this whole scheme, and it was for nothing because it wasn't his son the whole time. So it was ridiculous. And said he shoots her. He shoots his own mum. Then it's just crazy. And then there's a whole showdown at the end with him running to get his son in the woods. His his former son, because he wasn't actually his son. He was like his son, but he grew up chasing him through the woods because he actually sees him as his son anyways, because he grew him up. And then Hayden shoots David in the stomach, and then he aims the gun at Rachel because obviously he doesn't want to go to prison. Sarah shoots him. Bow bow. Logan Brown's character. And then that's it for Hayden. Hayden's dead. And then he obviously gets his son back, and they go like a little time skip. And David obviously is getting used to his son again because he was 3 when he was taken, and it's 5 years later, so he's 8 now. And then by the way, there was a little plot point. It was a Swiss cop. It was him and his partner in Switzerland, who tracked down this boy from the orphanage. So that was the whole plot point as well, like a big plot point. This boy, he goes overseas and dies. No one sees this boy again. So they use this boy's body to take his place of David Burrows' son, beat his face in the bat. Apparently he was already sick, so they killed him because of that. He was basically sick and an orphan, so they just killed him off like willy-nilly, and buried him in the son's grave, making it like he was actually the son. It wasn't really him. So then that was literally a major plot point in the show. So there was that point, and then the Swiss cop came over there, and then the cop died, bashing his head with a rock. So a lot of stuff is happening in the show, guys. Me talking about it's not doing it justice. You have to watch it yourself. It's a spoiler review, but you have to go in there and watch it yourself. If it sounds interesting to you, twists and turns, high class thriller, top rated show on Netflix right now, go watch it. All-star cast. If you like all that stuff as well, if you trust the cast members, you're going to trust this cast. This cast is amazing. For a TV show on Netflix, this is amazing. So yeah, Netflix has been killing it right now. They've been letting out bangers. But yeah, A+ show, A+ from me, A+. But yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, press that notification bell. I'm gonna do more movie reviews. I've done so much in a long time. I'm getting back into it. Anyways, tell me what you guys think. Until next time, I will find you.